Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. This is Abhinav again. This is our 5th session. I decided to actually do part of the lesson on the video so you guys can learn some stuff too. Okay, this is going to be some basic NLP stuff. It's stuff I add to my course. My course has its own teaching that you will not find anywhere, but this is some cool stuff I think you're going to like. Did you like what we went over?
Definitely, yeah. We went over through some of the embedded commands towards languaging, things like that.
A little louder. I don't think I can hear you.
Yeah.
A little louder.
So basically, just embedded commands towards languaging, and a couple other things that I found were super interesting. Not just picking up women, but overall interactions. You can definitely, I guess you would say, convince people a bit more.
Yeah. Influence.
Right.
Influence.
Influence.
Well, that's what, Tony Robbins, NLP, it's all about influencing people. But here's the cool thing. Did you see how people are doing this stuff unconsciously, but they might do it in a negative way, not realize they're doing it?
Yeah, that was one of the big things that I didn't know.
Right.
People are already unconsciously, like you said, unconsciously doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't realize it. And Mike's course just really opens your eyes to what you're doing and how you're doing it, and more so why you're doing it.
So the segment we went over today, would you say it's completely different from my core course?
Yeah.
All right, but I combined the two. Okay, so first of all, here's what we got. We've got 2 brand new books. I've got my Crack the Female Code, and we also have the Sex Signals. And this is actually the manual when you take my course. Okay, this is Crack the Female Code. This is the actual manual. The book is also, there's also a book called Crack the Female Code, which is actually, it's different than the course. A lot of guys read the book, this is a course. No, it's bits of it, but it really adds to the course. So if you want to get an idea of me and my course before taking the course, go ahead and buy the book Crack the Female Code at crackthefemalecode.com. Now here's the deal. Let me give it a little pitch here, and we're gonna get to the lesson. When you take my course, you will get this manual. This is a complete manual, A to Z. It'll teach you everything you need to know about picking up on women, on saving your marriage, about understanding women, loving a woman. You have to love a woman in the female right brain's way, because otherwise she's just like, what are you doing? Okay? And again, my book, Sex Signals, is already available. This is one of my newest books. Let's see right there. It's one of my newest books. It's a PDF you can download. Go to that page, crackthefemalecode.com, and all my books are on there. I think I have 3-4 books for sale. Let's see, Crack the Female Code, Sex Signals, the bonus section, and then the Get the Girl and Keep the Girl. I haven't printed up that yet physically. All right, so when you take the course again, you get this, and you get to take it home, okay? All right. Now, I'm going to go over how the unconscious mind works. We're probably going to make a series of videos here, okay? It's going to be kind of long, but you're going to learn some interesting things that they don't even teach in NLP courses, which is very interesting. All right, so we were talking about embedded commands, okay? And what is an embedded command? An embedded command is basically, so right now, I'm talking to your ego. I'm talking to what some people would call your conscious mind. What we want to do is we want to speak to your unconscious mind, okay? A good way to do that is kind of take a deep breath and relax. So when I'm talking up here, I'm talking to your conscious mind. But when I'm down here talking this way, I'm speaking to your unconscious mind. And this is the way that we put you in a trance without even knowing it, okay? So let me teach you how the unconscious mind works first, all right? So there's something that I call pink elephant. Now, we've discussed this, right?
Yeah.
And I've done videos on it, but I'll do it again. A pink elephant, it's basically a story on how to understand how the unconscious mind works. The unconscious mind works on the images that you give it. So if you're picturing, I want that girl to go out with me, or I want to make more money, or I want to make this sale, guess what your unconscious mind's going to do? Oh, he wants to make this sale. So unconsciously, it does all this stuff to make the sale, right? What happens is a lot of people think, oh, this person's not going to buy for me. They're not going to buy a car for me today. I don't know, man. I just don't. And what happens is your unconscious mind goes, oh, okay, so he doesn't want to make a sale today. He doesn't think he's going to make a sale. Because you're giving it that command. You're giving it that image, right? Here's the deal. The unconscious mind cannot process a negative. So if you say, don't fail now, I don't want to trip, you're putting the image of tripping. You're putting the image of failing, right? Or this is going to go all wrong. I don't want this to go all wrong. It doesn't process the don't. It doesn't even hear that, right? So that's the thing you have to understand. It cannot process negative. And it's a simple thing. It just means whatever you say, when you say, I'm going to fall, I'm not going to fall, all it hears is fall. All it sees is fall. So we want to turn that around. Like when I explained it to you, did that kind of bring some memories back of how you were saying things the wrong way? Going, well, no wonder why I happen that way.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So you'll notice a lot of guys will try to pick up on a girl, and they're saying the wrong things like, you're not afraid of me, are you? What's gonna go into her unconscious mind? Afraid of him. It doesn't hear the not. Like, don't be afraid of me. I'm not a bad person. Afraid, bad person. That's what's going in the unconscious mind. That's the way your unconscious mind works. And remember, your unconscious mind controls like 93% of everything. Your unconscious mind is where the decisions are made and is where the power is. So instead of saying, don't be afraid of me, you might say something like, hey, and this is something called negation. Now, pink elephant is, do you remember how pink elephant goes?
Yeah, it's basically whatever picture you give it is what you get. So if you tell somebody not to think of a pink elephant, they're going to think of a pink elephant. You
Right.
can't help it.
So from this point forward, no matter what I say, do not think of a pink elephant. You have to think of a pink elephant in order to understand the sentence. And I just said pink elephant again. So your unconscious mind goes pink elephant, pink elephant, pink elephant. You keep seeing that, right? So here's the deal. This is the way you're going to talk to a girl. Or maybe if you're a salesperson, here's the thing I always say. All of this stuff transfers over to corporate, business, executive coaching, sales, all of it. Look, I'm not saying you want to go out with me. I actually got this really hot Latina to go out with me who just wouldn't have nothing to do with me, wouldn't talk to me. She just went through a divorce, was pissed off at men, and after 3 months, I'm like, man, she won't even fucking acknowledge me. So I was walking out one day, and she was walking out, and I walked ahead of her. It's part of the cat and mouse game, which is another totally different segment. But here's what I said. I used negation, i.e. pink elephant, with embedded commands, okay, which will be the next section. I'm saying, look. No, that's part of this one. So I say, look, listen to my tone. It's up here. So her conscious mind is hearing this. But I'm going to embed some thoughts down here. And it doesn't have to be that extreme. You can be here and then be here. It can just be a slight shift. It doesn't have to be a really huge shift. It can be a very light shift. In fact, the lighter the shift, the smoother it's going to be. The unconscious mind just needs to hear this and this, right? So I'm saying, look, I don't think you want to go out with me. I'm not saying you really like me. I'm not saying you really want to find out what I'm all about. Because, you know, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't like me at all. And maybe you don't want to be with me. Now, listen to what I said. Like me, be with me. No, I said, you really like me? You really want to be with me? You don't, and you're going, wait, no, you said don't. I said don't up here. But down here I said, you really want to go out with me. You're really interested in me. You're really fascinated. So I'd say, look, I'm not saying you're really fascinated with me. I'm not saying that you really want to go out with me. And you know what? You may not even find me extremely interesting. It's something about me that you have to find out. That's embedded commands, and it's that easy. It's that easy, and it works. Now, here's the deal. I couldn't get this lady to do nothing. I couldn't get her to nod, smile, fuck you. She just put up a wall, went through life, went to her car and drove away every day. And she used to live right up above me. We'd have to walk down the same fucking sidewalk every day to go to our cars. And I said, look, I get it. You want your space. You for some reason, you don't want to go out with me. You don't even want to talk to me. I'm not going to bother you anymore from now on. I promise you. I'll give you your space. Because look, you probably don't even like me a lot. You probably aren't even absolutely interested in me. Because if you're not interested in me, you may not want to go out with me. And she looked at me, she goes, and she looked up, she ping-ponged for a minute. She goes, yeah, I'd love to go out with you. I'm very interested. And I go, cool, give me your number. And I walked away and just kind of grinning like, Jesus Christ. It's that easy, guys. You just have to start practicing the embedded command, okay? And again, it doesn't have to be that much of a shift. It could be a very slight shift like I'm doing right now and like I've been doing. And because I'm not saying you can go ahead and do it now, because maybe you can't do it now. But if you were to find that you can do this easily and effortlessly, you'll have a lot of success in life. Hey, this is Mike Kollin at MikeKollin.com. Remember, we've got seminars going on right now in the San Francisco Bay Area and San Rafael. Again, buy my book, Sex Signals, Crack the Female Code, Get the Girl and Keep the Girl. Excuse me. I have a sale going right now to where you can get all three plus the bonus plus an hour coaching session, either in person or on the phone with me, for $45. I think it comes out to be $235. So you're saving I think it's $90 or $195, whatever it is. You're saving a ton of money. Crack the Female Code at crackthefemalecode.com. Hey, this is Mike Kollin, and this is Abhinav.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, peace.